exactly how this is all going to pan out, because as we were saying, AVULUS fresh off the back of a victory at a LAN event. Liquid, of course, the reigning TI champions, so a clash of momentum here.
Definitely. Team Liquid getting that big win at TI, it was such an emotional ride for everyone, I think, watching. And now they have to a little bit rebuild, you could say, having Sableye join the team, but the core of the team is still the same. And they were also prepared for this. This wasn't something that shook them. 33 had already communicated with them that, you know, after this, I'm going to be out.
Has Sableye actually changed his name to El Saberlito?
Oh, yeah, he's been going by that for a while.
El Barto, but it's Sableye.
Yeah.
Well, observables in the mid lane.
Name too. I've been seeing that he has that as his pub name for a long time, but I didn't know he changes his pro player info as well.
Yeah, that's why I saw it in the lobby, but we see the pub names. I was like, I'm not going to ask yet. I'll wait until it loads in.
At least, you know, he has his pub name and his pro player name the same. That's good.
That's a good boy. Oh my God,
AVULUS a little bit greedy for the runes here. They want to play for as many bounty runes as possible. Same for Liquid.
Mickey contesting up that high ground. Boxy and Nisha onto Stormstormer already with a lot of damage. Blood grenade and the punches coming. Can they actually finish him off with the blast and the hits from Boxy? He's forced to Fairy Fire, so he'll survive, but it's not a happy time for Stormstormer now.
Yeah, not a great start. Having no HP on that mid lane can make it quite difficult. Nisha, with a new Boulder Smash coming up soon as well, can keep his HP down here.
And how did we end up with the bounty runes?
Looks like we had a 2-for-2 in the end. They were scrapping and fighting for all the runes, but yeah, Mickey and Boxy managed to get 2, and Suneko and Ekby grab 1 each.
Yeah, Stormstormer. Salve is coming. So at least he'll be able to regen up. Fairies that regen to himself.
Yeah, but buying a salve means you might not get the bottle in time for the water runes, which is a dangerous prospect. So he needs every CS he can get.
Well, he's doing pretty well. He's going to get some denies there. And get some good harassment onto Nisha. And saying he's killed off Zibo's courier up top. As Eki does get that sentry down in the small camp. So no pulls for Liquid up top for now. And Luna's already lost quite a lot of HP early on as well. Just Eki and Zibe standing up to the Luna and getting some early damage in.
Yeah, did a good job just using the Earth Spike and comboing that with the Firestorm, get some damage out. They also have the Blood Grenade still, so that was the prep work. If they can keep Luna a little bit low, they can maybe go in and commit on her next time. Bottom lane, we see a mana burn creep as well from Suneko, of course, just using that to its advantage.
Insane, yeah.
Oh,
disruption body block.
He's trapped.
Eki, he's trapped in between the trees. Mickey has come in with enough damage to finish off the line, get first blood, and Insania survived as well. That blood grenade, nah, he's fine. He's tangoing up through it.
Tango value, always tango at the start of a skirmish like that, and that's why Insania lived, of course. Salving up as well, he's gonna be happy after that.
Yeah, very strong start for them. All he needs to do now is step back and maybe unblock that camp if he can get access to it. Every time Mickey stands in the creep wave, though, he's getting earth spiked and whacked about a bit.
It's tricky. Man, I have to say, fanboying aside, I actually think Stormstormer is playing so well in mid lane for being 100 HP at the start of lane. He's now 10-6 against an 8-0. No denies at all from Nisha, out of all players. You know, that's not an easy matchup. But he's playing this matchup quite well. I guess, true to his name, the Stormstormer on Storm is gonna have a good time.
He's doing very well. Yeah, it was one of those weird situations where, like, as the salve was arriving, we're thinking, oh, this is a pretty sad time for him. But there were, like, 3 creeps in that double wave that Stormstormer, like, managed to deny pretty early on. And then Nisha just got hit every time he stepped up to try and last hit.
It's the static slide. Static slide is very annoying. Remnant being pushed forward. It used to be pretty hard to lane melee heroes against Storm before. Now it's way more difficult because anytime you try and move for a CS, that little Remnant will slide at you. Oh,
he's kicked
nice
on the tower. And the body blocks. He's getting in front of him here. Stormstormer, what's that, 100 HP?
Oh, he's got him.
Through the clicks. Nisha looks like he's got him. Oh, Stormstormer still bottling up, but Nisha's going to have a couple of spells coming off cooldown. just a matter of seconds, but he feels like he's got to give up on it. No, he's juked. He's tried to dodge back into it. Nisha gets the kill.
That was nicely played by Nisha. The kick under tower was nice and deep, and then body blocking between his auto attack harassment on the way out. Fantastic solo kill.
Yeah, what was that? Lion? Did Lion try to TP, or just didn't have a TP?
I think he tried, but it was too late to have an impact there. Or maybe he got loose and beamed. I didn't see top lane. I was staring on mid lane. It's possible that Luna just hit him with a loosen beam. She's very good at cancelling those TPs.
That's true. And then the third lane. We've not looked much down bottom. We're keeping our eyes away from the Broodmother. Yep. Scary spider lady. But so far, Brood 17 last hits while the Doom has 20.
Yep, Doom off to a great start. A lot of this is due to that Pugna is doing a great job harassing. Pugna is a very oppressive lane support, even more so than Chen, I would argue. Wow, the dive for the Underlord could find it here.
Oh, he came back. He got greedy. And Mickey will take him down in that trade. Again, Luna very happy with the way this lane's going. 2 kills for Mickey.
Yeah, that's really, really great. He's getting nice farm as well. His last hits are looking pretty decent. Her Spirit can TP back to mid. Could have TP'd and ganked some side lane right now, but doesn't want to miss out on the experience.
And Boxy got a pretty cool little D-ward there in the jungle as well. Has his own observer ward that may have seen it. But that now allows him to pretty freely wander through the bottom jungle. Maybe even move into mid as the Storm Spirit is, what, a third of the way through level 5? Still away from 6.
Yeah, and we have level 6 coming up now with this next creep kill from Earth Spirit. So his timing is hit now. Tons of damage, of course.
Well, I did notice that the Pugna was missing. They tried to get a bit of damage onto Saberlight, and they also scan Boxy in that southern jungle. But Saberlight's got a big wave arriving down bottom. Pretty happy Doom, while Nisha attempts the roll on Storm in mid, doesn't quite connect it. And Lion's now here to back him up.
Yeah, just sitting and protecting. Both teams have wards here, so he knows the Pugna is staring at him. At the same time, Pugna is just being as annoying as he can to the Storm here before level 6.
Pugna's got 5 denies, and 3 of those are Pugna wards.
Yeah, he's killing his own ward.
The roll up top, Nisha's in onto Zive. Magnetized out onto this Underlord. They need more follow-through, though, and I don't think they've got it.
Yeah, that's not really going to work out. They weren't really close enough there to catch. So that's the first Magnetized, not quite landing. Also very low on resources now on the Earth Spirit. No mana, really. And, of course, Pugna not level 6 yet, so he can't fix you. Not quite yet.
Storm gets the bounty rune. Insania attempted the deny, but now Eki's in. And this should be a nice, juicy kill for the Storm.
Yeah, that's a good kill, and we see the Lion at the right place at the right time as well. Of course, easy for Stormstone to jump there, but Eki finding the aggressive plays here, going in. I think he's doing a good job just moving towards the Storm Spirit and playing around him. Top lane, Underlord just needs time to sit there and farm.
And what's the Underlord going? Is it Aura build for him?
Yeah, so far he's not showing too much, but I would assume that it's going to be a pipe build. It kind of has to be a pipe coming out against all this magic damage. I can't imagine anything else.
Like
so I do like Rod of Atos. It's a good aggressive option, but I think they have enough catch already.
Yeah, that makes sense. So if he goes pipe, is Chen still going to go for the mech?
Yeah, I would say Chen can rush the first item mech, and then you get a nice timing with the 2 of them.
And I guess Underlord then could go back to like a Lotus or something.
Yeah, he's got plenty. It's like a checklist. You gotta get the supportive item for your team first, and then he can buy whatever he wants. There's plenty of things that could be good. I'm actually a big fan of Underlord going for the Aghanim Scepter as well. Being able to use his Fiend's Gate with a Pit of Malice is really good against some heroes that are difficult to lock down.
And down the bottom, the Broodmother's being eyed up by Liquid here. They've brought pretty much everyone to take down the Smiling Knight and press into this tier 1 tower. That's a nice early involvement from Mickey.
Yeah, this is what we saw at TI a lot. The first carry to make the move through the gate and take over the opponent's lane is usually the one coming out on top. Even when you were having a tough lane sometimes. Mickey now extending his lead. He was already having a good time.
This is one of the strengths, though, when you've got a Chen lineup.
Underlord.
Move into that mid-tier 1 and then try and play into top. Saberlight's here already with a Doom onto the Underlord. And
Got the
Luna...
slow creep too, the frost attack. Over and
you're
over,
right.
is slowing him down.
There's no running from Saberlight. And Mickey is going to be here with another Lucent Beam shortly, but the Pit of Malice and the Lion's arrival saved Zippe, and the turn with a long zip from Stormstormer swings it back to kill the Doom. Is Zippe still alive? He's fine.
Yeah, really good reactions there from the team coming in, saving him. He used the trees to his advantage, hiding from the Luna, not allowing that Lucent Beam coming in again. Just great positioning and reaction overall from AVULUS. We see both teams still working on a lot of stacks. We currently have Boxy stacking up his own jungle for the Luna. We already have some stacks being made by Radiant as well. Looking to even the score here on the towers. Tier 1 tower bottom did drop before. Now they get their own Tier 1 takedown.
Just dominoes toppling, one by one, stepping into lanes. Smiling Knight, though, has returned down south, and Nisha was trying to keep tabs on the Brood. Such a challenging task when she's over the cliffs and the trees.
Brood Mother falling pretty far behind the Luna already, though. The Luna has Mask Madness, has Power Treads, is farming really fast in jungle, whereas Brood just now finished up the Soul Ring, which is, you know, a very small components, but essential for farm rates.
Is the Brood's job just to sit bottom and stop the creeps hitting tier 2, or does she want to play top?
I don't think she's leaving bottom anytime soon. She probably wants to stay here.
Well, they zip in mid. Stormstormer held in place for a second by that disruption. Saberlight decrept, mana drained, but still standing tall as Nisha goes in deep onto Stormstormer. But Nisha's now out of mana. Oh, he's popped a wand and he's straight back into the thick of things. Stormstormer's dropping to the Magnetize, as is Eki, as is Seneko. The Lion and the Chen both being hounded by the Luna as Mickey picks up his dominating streak. Nisha grabs a double kill. And Team Liquid, they swoop through that middle lane, continue the chase down to bottom as well, as Mickey and Insania set up with a disruption and attempted body blocks.
Oh, the 5 stack is coming.
He's got Cloak, Bracer, 12 wand, turns with the pit, will survive for now, it looks like. And the raindrops with a wand have kept him up and running.
Yeah, the Cloak as well, doing some work there, protecting him. And it's crazy to see how small differences can, you know, culminate in this massive swing. Lion was 8 experience away from having finger death. Oh, he might put it to use here.
He might be able to get one here. He's holding it.
Yeah, he wants the next part.
Oh, if he gets Mickey, this could be even bigger. Saberlight needs to do some serious work here to save his Luna as Eki eyes him up. Another stun with a finger of death gets the job done. Storm is doomed. Nisha will roll, try to chase. The sidestep not working out. Stormstormer dead, but the Broodmother's able to actually get involved now. Smiling Knight's on top of Saberlight. A good stun from Eki from the low ground. The decrypt buys some time, blocking out that physical damage, but it's lights out for the Doom down in his bottom jungle as AVULUS actually strike back after losing a dramatic team fight.
Yeah, get some big takedowns there as well. They did lose their Storm Spirit, but they got the Luna, they killed off the Doom. These are big kills, such huge net worths on them, so dropping here can give them a lot of swing towards AVULUS. We can see the catch here. Look at Eki in this fight. He just like, I'm gonna get you, Mickey. He just keeps attack moving forward, keeps stunning in, even gets some help from Smiling Knight, but I think he might have solo killed the Luna if he didn't have help.
Well, it's just testament to what you were saying, right? Where Liquid are a bit reliant on this Doom and Magnetize. Yes, they've got some spells to continue fighting, but AVULUS just come in with like no cares in the world. You know, okay, you've killed 4 of us, we'll respawn and we've got everything ready.
Yeah, I was wondering who was going to farm the Ancient stack on the side of AVULUS, but it's actually just going to be Underlord working to finish up his pipe here as he's clearing up his own. We see Luna on the other side of the map also farming this big, it's a quad stack, yeah, quad stack of Ancients.
Yeah, nice bit of money for Mickey.
Yeah, Boxy doing what he can to help out as well as his supports. Just, they want the experience as well for themselves. It's not about the gold, they just want to be there for some levels.
It's always interesting to see like a Luna get overtaken by an Earth Spirit in farm, but Nisha's now, what, 401? Hasn't died, has just kept all that money building up bank in his pockets.
Yeah, this is what I was saying yesterday as well, that Earth Spirit, he's a hero that really scales quite well. He can get a lot of gold going due to how strong he is in the early game, and he farms faster than you'd expect. These kicks, he just clears creep waves.
Yeah, it's pretty speedy. And AVULUS, unfortunately for them, missing out on that opportunity. Saberlight and Insania holding hands together up in that northern jungle. Able to get away from the storm.
Both teams kind of just holding on a little bit to their own safe lane, but also wanting to take over the enemy safe lane. Broodmother still keeps her home down here on bottom lane. She has the comfort that Underlord could come and join if something happens.
Orchid not that far away. Suddenly unlocks this new threat and fear of the Broodmother just solo killing people on the map.
Yeah, it's a very good Orchid game as well. So many important spells to stop. You can either go on the Pugna, the SD, or the Earth Spirit. All of them are fantastic targets. Interesting to see that Saberlight went for the Midas, and he also didn't go for the Devil's Bargain. So he's going for the Gluttony build, the more farm-oriented build. Not gonna be seeing any buying and selling.
He wants to be a big boy. He'll have that Midas blink pretty quickly, honestly. He's definitely racing up the charts there. But yeah, just prior, we saw him lift his arms, thinking about dooming the Storm. Stormer, obviously pretty quick on his fingers, got away from it. A lot of ward coverage up in this top jungle area. We've seen multiple obs and sentries trying to make a bit of space here for AVULUS to play into. But they could have done a very good job kind of holding them back and making sure that there's no super easy access to the Roche pit. As Eki, he has been spotted. And this is where that battle of the wards and vision will finally come to an end.
Yeah, Eki had to walk in. Stormstormer was like, I'm not going up that ramp, but can you check if they have vision there? He sends in the Lion. Poor Lion walks into an Earth Spirit TPing in even. There's no way to survive.
Yeah, Eki just buys another smoke. It's been a non-stop, like, smoke into sentry, into ward, into sentry, into smoke, into... Oh god, I'm dead.
Oh, look at Nisha. Just gonna use this DD rune to steal the enemy Ancients, actually.
Ooh.
Farm it up. It was just stacked as well. Fresh stack from the enemy. And, yeah, it makes pretty short work of it.
Wait, why is he denying... Oh, so Seneko just denied his own sentry to hide the fact he's got an obs ward on the high ground there.
Yeah.
And so there's a dire sentry and a radiant obs. There was a radiant sentry, and Seneco's like, I'm denying it and letting you have your sentry to pretend I definitely don't have an obs ward up there.
Yeah, it's the next level mind game. Sometimes you can...
And then Shadow Demon.
Yeah, you're playing against Insania. He has Shadow Poison. He's just gonna throw that anytime he walks close.
Oh, hang on. Stormstormer's got doomed. This is problematic. The turnaround from Saberlight. He's just there, ready and waiting.
That was fantastic reaction. Saberlight, so quick on his fingers there. Sees the Storm jump in, punishes immediately. And I don't think a little Chen can run away from this squad either. Too low on mobility. Even if he bangs the drums, he's not going to be able to charge away from this.
Even Eki, look at this Earth Spirit, man. You keep talking about it, but he's just rolling around from next target to next target. Eki's in trouble, rolled upon again, and Nisha involved in yet another kill. But that all started with like some funny mind games.
It all started with the desire to keep your high ground ward and play under it, but Team Liquid, they were very disciplined. They dewarded as a team. Because that's usually a concept we see teams utilize is, oh, we have a high ground ward, let's play around it. People always want to play around their ward. So when you deward, you should also be ready for that. And that's what Team Liquid showed. They didn't just send in the SD. They sent in the SD to deward, and then behind them, they had the support.
AVULUS now really dragging behind. 4K lead emerging for Liquid. Luna now up right up at the top with 10K, but even all their 3 cores are the top 3.
Huge timings coming in here as well. We have full BKB on the Earth Spirit, of course. We have Manta Star completed on the Luna. We have Shard build on the Storm Spirit, by the way. So getting a very early Shard to get the extra damage from the Overload.
And he's zipping in, looking for a target. Sees Mickey, but disruption from Insane is going to buy a bit of time. Eki with a stun, and the damage will come. The Luna's in trouble. Mickey's falling, and that Finger of Death into damage from the Brood. Slays the Shadow Demon in the back.
Good pick off here. They could even go straight for mid. They know that Doom is still on cooldown. Earth Spirit is ready to defend, but he doesn't really have a team with him. Force out the Glyph at least. This can be an end of the push.
A pretty tight window, right? Luna just picks up her Manta style. A couple of items from Team Liquid coming out there as well.
This is a window, though, that they can keep utilizing. The Luna wants to go for Kanda next. Very normal item order. That means until she has BKB, these jumps are very possible. You can just continue to go on her.
And then it's going to come down to Nisha and Saberlight kind of defending through aggression, right? finding the back line.
And the double save support with the Decrepify, the Glimmer Cape, the SD Disruption. They have a lot of ways to save. Even a Pavis is in the mix now. So you see the supports on Team Liquid are really focused on keeping people alive. It's actually going to be Liquid just taking down the mid tower. No contest here really. As AVULUS are playing sides of the map.
Completely avoiding that mid lane.
Smiling Knight has also had it with all these spells. He's going for a BKB next on the Broodmother after his Orchid. I think it's a good choice.
It's a very buddy system kind of game. Chen with the Brood, the Shadow Demon with the Luna. The Storm Spirit's always got a lion behind him. You know, everywhere you look on the map, there's no kind of individual targets. Everyone's within arm's reach or striking distance of each other.
Yeah, it's because both teams have such good pick-off heroes.
Right, yeah.
Like, both of them have great catch. But we're actually seeing AVULUS make a decisive move here, going straight into the Roche pit. I think they recognized a good timing window for it as well, as everyone moved bottom from Team Liquid. They're kind of offside to try and fight for this.
Yeah, I guess preparing for the Radiant Roshan, which just isn't going to be there. They've got plenty of time to finish him off, and Liquid maybe with a little bit of a surprise there. And AVULUS have snuck a Roche.
Radiant are scanning.
We're now looking at Storm with Aegis as well. That gives Stormer so much more freedom now to not be afraid of getting doomed.
Yeah, I mean, it's, in my opinion, the best hero in the game. Not just this game, but any game of Dota to have Aegis on, it has to be Storm Spirit. That hero comes back, everything available, no cooldown based, and he loves the mana and the HP. Just a fantastic advantage for him to have that now. See the smoke moving down bottom, Team Liquid. Still looking for something.
And AVULUS are moving into position to kill off the Tormentor, but the Storm, I mean, this is the thing, right? Storm Spirit has Aegis, and maybe he's not going to feel worried in team fights, but if he's out on the map like this, there's a chance he could die twice.
There's a bit of a chance until he gets his BKB, but it's still difficult.
Oh, hang on a second. Can I stun him? Oh, he's through the gate.
A little bit too late. He just rolled in, so...
Oh, he zips and shows on that wave. Yeah, there's no way of finding him now.
Back to split pushing it is. Same time we see Liquid kind of eyeing up that tier 2 tower bottom. There's no glyph available for Radiant.
Like, what's your plan now you know Storm has Aegis? Like, do you still want to doom him in a fight and hope the rest of the fight goes well for yourself?
I think that might be the play, yeah. If you get a doom on him early before he has really done any damage, then you try and just kill the entire team, and by the time he's not doomed anymore, yeah. Doom him and ignore him is probably the play. But it all depends on who you see first and how you connect into a fight.
Right.
It could be just as important to just slap a doom onto the Underlord in these fights.
I mean, right now, vision is pretty lacking from both teams. You know, a bit of a lull in that movement across the map to set up positions for yourself. Yeah, one observer for the Radiant up top, and that's about it.
Starting to take this top tower. No real defense coming in. For now, he's just sitting on the high ground here as Brood and making sure his spiders are dealing the damage.
Liquid pretty content just to sit back and farm their ancients. Keep this Luna up at the top of the net worth.
Content for now, but feels like they're playing a smaller and smaller map on the side of Liquid. They had a nice lead earlier. Now it's only a 1k gold lead. Things are starting to swing a little bit in the favor of Radiant here. With the gem as well on Soneko. He's ready to try and get a D-ward on any deep wards.
Yeah, interesting that both wards that are on the map right now are kind of mirrored. That top Radiant one in lane, and then the Dire one, yeah, down in that lane.
So we actually saw Mika change his mind. He didn't go for Kanda anymore. He went back for BKB now. And they're just waiting for his BKB, and that's the go time. Already have BKB on their Spirit since before. Doom just finished his. And Luna is sitting 400 gold away here from having hers. And the triple BKB is a huge power spike.
Still got 2 minutes left on that Aegis, pretty much. And they are smoking up together. AVULUS have the Storm, Chen, and Lion playing in towards where the Broodmother is, down in that bottom right-hand corner. Now, Liquid are nowhere to be seen.
They're going to get the news soon of the Tormentor being taken. Maybe that will give them a read for where they can make a play.
A flurry of pings immediately. Let's see if we can get any stragglers over here on the right-hand side. And Boxy and Nisha already making their way out of there, though.
Yeah, quick reads. They understand if Brood is playing on the lane like that, probably has some form of backup and very correct to back out here. Tower is falling. Glyph is available this time, though. Maybe they want to keep it for the high ground if you Glyph here. Wasted.
Was confident from Stormer. Zipping high ground, and then away he goes. But Nisha decides he wants in, kicking the Storm around. BK being quite early on, and now AVULUS, they're just trying to run away. Blink from Eki. Storm still gets caught. Pit of Malice down, offering protection. They doom the Underlord, and now turn on to Stormer himself. Aegis is still there, so they've got to ignore him and kind of let him die later on. Mickey finding problems as he faces off against the Storm, but Lion is the final target that they can actually go for. They're trying to leave the Storm alive, but he dies to illusions, and I think the Magnetize. Aegis reclaimed, but in comes the Eclipse. The chain stuns the disabled. Stormer gets the BKB off. He's out of the danger zone and straight back in onto Boxy. Caught up in that vortex. Finger of Death dumped it onto Nisha. The bubble saves him, though. Insania from that low ground. Buying time for Nisha, maybe to roll, kick, and punch his way out of here, but he's slain by Zibe.
Oh my God, they're turning it.
Broodmother, Stormer Spirit, they're dead. The Storm's dead. The Broodmother will run out of there. But I think Zibex is being left stranded by the rest of his team as Mickey and Saberlight bring the pain.
Man, so much credit to Team Liquid supports in this battle. Did so much work. Boxy standing his ground there, just not dying forever. It felt like this Pugna tanking all the aggression from the Storm Spirit and not going down. We saw the Glimmer Cape, the Ghost Scepter, both of them playing in, keeping him alive and somewhat becoming a frontliner in that fight. Look at the Pugna. It's around this position. Look how hard they try and commit on bringing down the Pugna because they know that he's going to save people. The moment here, they try and go onto him. He just does not care. Ghost stepped it up. And he just keeps standing here. They go on him for how long?
He just keeps healing?
Yeah, he's just using his ulti and he cycles the Decrepify on himself and the Ghost Scepter on himself. Keep himself ghost formed as much as possible.
Plus raindrops, plus a pretty full magic wand. Incredible.
Yeah. It was some nice plays though from AVULUS as well. They used the up top with the Eki. Might get caught here. Gonna try TP out.
Oh.
He's safe.
Nisha guesses incorrectly. But Saberlight's on the tail of Seneko. That's a pretty speedy Chen, while Stormer zipped away from that mid lane. Now Saberlight, yeah, he can't continue down that line.
Oh, the Amplify Damage rune has to be picked up by Boxy there, as the illusions would otherwise have denied it. He wishes he could Decrepify the rune so Luna could take it instead.
They're going to walk straight up into Eki here, and the gate coming in onto Boxy. They found the Pugna finally. And they've even got a Pit of Malice onto the Luna, forcing a Manta style, but in comes the Orchid. BKB turn with the Doom. Saberlight sprinting in towards the Lion now as Team Liquid, they're holding their ground as 3, but they're facing off against 5. Nisha has now joined the rest of the squad, looking to roll in onto Smiling Knight. Quick on the BKB trigger, though. And Smiling Knight, well, I thought he was going to stand and fight, but he can't through the Doom. Can't lifesteal, can't heal, and he's dead. Great Doom target from Saberlight there, dragging the Brood into danger, but the turn with the Finger of Death and stun onto Nisha gets them to trade back as Saberlight on the right-hand side goes mano a mano with the Underlord.
Yeah, offlaner brings down the other offlaner, big takedown. Still going to be Liquid who are happier with the outcome of this fight as Luna stays alive, Doom is still on the map, and Doom working closer and closer towards a full Octarine core after this as well. It's getting real big and scary, and Luna, of course, bringing so much damage to this fight. The Brood is quite strong as a carry, but once the Doom came out, he can't stand his ground. Right as you pointed out here, Brood wanted to try and trade hits, but you just cannot.
You can't run, you can't stand and fight, you can't do anything against Saberlight.
I'm a little bit surprised that he didn't try, you know, I don't know, to go for a disjointing build, like either Manta style or go down the Linken's route or something to try and mitigate all this. But I suppose there's a lot of Linken's triggers as well, so you can't really rely on it. Pugna could just ulti you.
That's a hard one. What's that now? 5k lead for Liquid. Another fight where they've taken down some massive targets.
And that was on the back of them getting a poor start to the fight. They lost the hero immediately and felt like it should be a good fight for AVULUS. As AVULUS again find a pick off here onto the ST this time. He's staying alive for a while, but
there's no chance.
Yeah.
Even the Brood's here. So yeah, a couple of Wisdom runes. Got themselves a kill on the Shadow Demon and now maybe a tier 2 for themselves.
We have Snako locking his boots of bearings there. He's gonna unlock them now at the full drums. He's got the boots of bearings to try and reposition during the fight. And the other big items we have, we passed over the gem to the Storm Spirit, so he's got the vision now for the team. Looks like Dunlord just got his Shivas delivered as well.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Doom has that Octarine core, so more ultis, more VKBs. Not gonna be as vulnerable with that downtime anymore.
Has fallen. Dire are scanning.
Who is the primary Doom target now? Because like looking at that last fight, Broodmother's a pretty good hero to Doom.
I think it's still Storm in most cases, but yeah, Broodmother tanking a Doom does really stifle her. I think he can go for either. Wow, he pops BKB and chases Eki here. He wants this kill.
He's hungry for it. He's not going to Doom it, but he'll give time for Nisha to arrive, and there's Saberlight picking up a dominating streak.
Yeah, I mean, gotta respect it. If he didn't BKB, then the Lion could maybe get away, slip away somehow with some stun. They're now gonna try and play for some advantage. Going through the gate, they're gonna find Chen.
Snako. Yeah, he's spotted. Oh, he's run to the right-hand side. They've not... Oh, they just caught a glimpse of him on the very corner. Nice movement from Liquid.
They checked every possible angle immediately. That was very smooth of them as well. They're like, okay, we don't have detection immediately, but at least, you know, trace down every path that Chen can take. He can't get far.
And Roche is just respawning.
It's very nice timing for them. 2 supports dead. Roche being up. Luna should just beeline over there. With full Kanda as well on her. She's building towards a Satanic next to add some survivability in this game.
And the Broodmother finally decided to go down that Nullifier route as well. And Boxy has just been an absolute pest with this Decrep Ghost Scepter build.
Yeah, I think it's a must in this game. Not just that, but also the Solar Crest coming out from the SD. You just need to have it.
Well, the jump. Saberlight's found the Brood.
Oh, is that a...
Oh, the Hurricane to high ground. Nicely done by Snako, so that should be Smiling Knight out of there. But Roshan's taken.
I mean, just getting some distance there. It's a nice little touch. I don't think he can get that kill most cases. He just walks away on the Brood, but you see the amount of damage it does. It's still pretty scary. And he now gets level 20 on Doom as well. Is he gonna go for the Infernal or is he gonna go Scorched? More common build. I want to see a Parasma. We had a Parasma Doom yesterday. That was some exciting stuff. Nero with some cool builds.
Jump on Luna. Stormstone has spent the majority of his mana here to force a BKB TP out of mid.
Oh no! Oh no! He doesn't have BKB anymore.
He doesn't have BKB. He's going to respawn in the middle of a million bloody spiders and get slain.
And that's a good recognition by AVULUS that they could actually get that kill right there. Damage coming through the BKB. No way for her to stay alive. And that's now a huge timing for them to go. Even if there is buyback on Luna, you know she doesn't have a BKB ready. Doom does have his ulti in just 20 seconds, so you can't really play on that cooldown anymore. But yeah, we see them starting to shove out the lanes. They want that mid tower. And Team Liquid reacting very accordingly. Already showing top, and then Earthspeed going together with SD looking for something. Grouping with the Doom.
I mean, you've got still, what, 45 seconds until Luna respawns. Liquid frantically scrambling to push out as many waves as possible. But Brood and Chen, they've kind of controlled up bottom and mid.
Yeah, in the end, it's just going to be solidifying the lanes a little bit here for AVULUS. They shove out the lanes, but they can't really go high ground. They respect that they probably can't take a fight onto Liquid's high ground. They're a little bit behind still in farm. Power spikes. That Nullifier could be a huge power spike for them to play around. It's just 100 gold away now for Brood.
Well, this used to be my least favorite part of the game, where a team had killed Roshan, taken the Aegis, then immediately lost it. We'd so often get teams kind of wonder what to do.
Yeah, it goes into a lull, right?
There's no towers to kill, there's no objectives to take, what do we do? But I feel like in the last year or so, we've had much more pocket smoke gangs just to come out and find an opening.
think a lot about that is the fact that there are more objectives now, because I recognize what you're talking about, but that was also, I feel, more before Tormentors existed and before these extra objectives. Oh, Doom comes out. BKB TP out immediately from the storm. Should be keeping him safe.
What a lovely brood.
Now with like multiple ancients you can stack and tormentors and wisdom runes, there's more stuff you can claim on the map.
Yeah, it's not just about the high ground, it's about the map control. Map control is probably the most important thing to try and gain in Dota now.
I mean, hell, there's extra jungles now, right?
Yep.
We've literally got the outer ring of jungle camps you can utilize.
Yeah, owning the map is more important than ever. Earth Spirit goes in mid, kicks in the Underlord.
Okay, Zippe, he's trying to get out of this with a Chen arriving, but the Underlord's just dead. Luna gets blown up by Stormer though. Mickey's out of it. Zippe's brought back. Saberlight's trying to chase the Storm now, but it looks like Stormer's got a bit of distance away from Nisha, away from this Saberlight Doom. Nisha finally kills off the Storm. The Brood is banished for now, but Boxy and Insane are getting turned on as Nisha has so much work to do. He's in the midst of it, trying to deal with Seneko and Eki, but not even the tanky Earth Spirit with 3000 HP can withstand the damage that AVULUS bring.
Damn, that was some quick takedown on the Luna. Clean jump. They followed up with the damage. We saw all the damage coming out from, I believe the Storm Spirit Shard did a bit of work there as well, along with the Broodmother right clicks. I did not expect her to go down that quickly.
That Brood did a lot of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really quick burst. Actually, Luna took 1100 damage from the Underlord. The Firestorm did 1000 damage to him. And of course, the Finger of Death and the Storm Jump. You see them now beelining down mid, taking down the barracks back in the game. They've taken the melee racks and the range racks, going down to the bottom lane as well.
An incredible moment for AVULUS here.
Still 16 seconds on the respawn.
I mean, what, 35 minutes in, there's no buyback on Luna. Earth Spirit can, Doom has to. He's going to throw the ulti onto the Broodmother now, but look at the damage coming out onto Saberlight. He dies back. Nisha's brought back. He was only respawning in 20 seconds. He's trying to roll and kick it onto the Broodmother with a Magnetize going, but this Pit of Malice causing massive issues for him. They finally kill Smiling Knight. Nisha's putting the work in. The heavy lifting out this Earth Spirit, finding a couple of kills and defending what's left of Liquid's base.
Wow, that was so close that was going to be really horrible for Team Liquid, but they do manage to get the kill there on the Broodmother. The Doom damage did a lot in the Earth Spirit, finding the courage to roll after her and keep chasing, using that catch potential. So overstepping a little bit perhaps on AVULUS, but they did get the range racks. That's 3 racks down very quickly. Suddenly Liquid are in a very peculiar spot still. They've been owning the game for most of the game, but on the back of just a few good takedowns here. Onto the Luna, on some supports.
Now Boxy, was he hasted?
He wants the wisdom. He's trying to sneak over there.
Running.
Yeah, look at him. He's playing for the wisdom rune. He actually will get it. This is so crazy. How is he getting this?
What? And he goes for the Watcher? That might be a step too far, Boxy.
Yeah. Luna is actually here now.
Oh, Luna's scary. Boxy's still alive. He popped the wand in the Glimmer Cape, kills off all the Chen's army.
And that's Finger of Death on cooldown for a little bit.
Radiant's top tower
Back in 30 seconds though, so they have it soon.
5 stacks. The dream.
Crazy to see how how Boxy plays this game, man. Such a funny player to watch. He gets the haster and he just squeezes the most value out of it immediately.
is under attack.
That salve has been there since like, I don't know, minute 5. Why is there just a salve on the floor in this top jungle?
In case someone needs it, man.
Whose is
It's
it?
for the needy. Yeah, we should see that. If we hover, it should tell us. It doesn't.
Imagine if it blocked camps and just dropped salves in the camps. I think it's a Radiant salve because I remember Saberlight kind of coming here and looking at it and going, nah, and then walking away from it.
It could be, yeah. It could be that Stormer had it because he had Shovel for a while. So
right.
It could be they dug it up and just left it there. He's actually the only player in the game who had Shovel. So he's the prime suspect in this little case of the salve.
Why does literally nobody want to pick it up?
I don't know. If it's owned by Stormer, then no one else can use it, right? So if he has the ownership of it, which he might have. He's just littering.
Yeah. Well, tier 4 items coming through. Mindbreaker, Ogre Seal Totem. Pretty nice ones here, but it's Liquid that are smoking up. Thinking about this next potential Roshan. 30 seconds for fast spawn. And they're getting into position, it looks like, in behind that top left corner.
Yeah, interesting they gate through here. The smoke is coming up from Liquid. They're hunting for anybody.
Dire are scanning.
And if this is a fast Roche respawn, things could get a little spicy.
Is under attack.
Chen has a creep in
Top tower.
the Roche pit in the top left corner. And what's the countdown like?
Oh, he's killing the creep. And then...
2 minutes.
Yeah.
So
2
it will
minutes,
be
a
raided
long
inside.
time. So it is going to spawn on the bottom.
Knock, knock. Who's there? It's a Satyr Banisher scouting everybody out. Just hear the noise of the twin gate and you're like, who the hell is coming through the door?
AVULUS have great scouting that they can do with both the Broodmother and the Chen. They can send so much scouting information with those summons here and there. Tormentor gets taken down. They actually have all the shards already on the side of AVULUS, so it's just a lot of extra gold.
Quite nice.
I'm a big fan of teams taking the Tormentor after you all have shards. Gives you extra value.
Liquid missing out on a few of their shards.
Yeah. They don't have... They do have it on double support, but they don't have the Doom shard, which is sort of underrated, I think. It's pretty strong. You get to heal up a little bit throughout it.
That's pretty good.
Sadly, it's not of the damage dealt. The tooltip on it is really weird, by the way. 60% of the damage dealt makes it sound like, oh, if you deal damage to someone, you will heal off that. No, no, no. It's 60% of the damage of the spell.
Scorched Earth damage only, yeah.
Yeah, the tooltip makes it sound omega busted, but it's not that strong. It's still a good shard to have, though.
Because it's not damage dealt to each individual target.
No, no, no.
Right.
Yeah, that would make him unkillable if there were a lot of units. We would be seeing some Dooms just heal like crazy.
We'd have the old Alchemist build with like Radiance, Manta, Octarine. We'd get a Bloodstone, lifesteal up of everything.
Broodmother has the Lincolns, is showing herself aggressively here. Trying to hold the aggression from Liquid coming around the corner.
How many Lincolns do we have? Brood and Underlord both have Lincolns
Yeah,
now,
Luke
so we
does too.
could save the Brood and the Storm.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
It's more likely
Underlord
they...
also doesn't want to get doomed himself.
Yeah. It's just pretty good against a lot of things. Even SD trying to initiate with like an ulti on someone will be difficult now for him.
Liquid smoking in towards Roche for the second time. Radiant
Roll
Courier
in.
on the top, and they do dive into the trees.
Get the Doom on her.
Doom on the Brood. Smiling Knight down and out. Storm Spirit into the back, trying to find the supports of Liquid. BKB'd up at half HP, and AVULUS, they're trying to turn back onto Nisha now.
Brood is back.
Rallying around the squad to try to get the Earth Spirit, but the life drain, oh, it doesn't quite healing up enough. Mickey, he's BKB'd and fighting into the buyback of the Broodmother, but Smiling Knight, not doomed anymore, outputs some serious damage. Forces Liquid now to TP away. They're scattering to the wind, but they're falling quickly. Luna's the only survivor, as Liquid lose 4, and AVULUS have control of the Roche pit now.
AVULUS are stressing right now. They triple bought back for this. Yes, it was an amazing fight for them, but they need to get the most they can out of it. Quick Roche, and then they're going to beeline into the enemy base. And we don't have buyback on Earth Spirit or Doom.
Nope. We do not.
This could be game here if they just go immediately.
They're going to have to run down a lane and find tier 4s and Throne. And we watch some of this back. A very quick dispatching of the Broodmother, but immediate snap buybacks out of AVULUS get them this team fight win.
Yeah, it was a quick takedown on her, but she also is a hard target to bring down, so they had to commit that Doom, otherwise she wouldn't have died. And of course, he knew exactly what was going to happen. He felt like he might get jumped, and then he immediately buys back. Now we see the push coming in.
Everyone's
50
running.
seconds on the Earth Spirit. The supports are respawning. Buyback on the Pugna.
And we've got Rapier on Luna. I'm pretty sure I'm not crazy. I saw her buy one, right?
Yeah, she has a Rapier. She has the Rapier to try and defend here. She also has level 25. She has the Lucent Beam hits an additional target, and she has the Glaives fired. So watch out for that Lucent Beam. It does a tremendous amount of damage.
Bye-bye, Spiderlings. Oh, Stormer, though. Having a bit of a poke on Luna. Forces Mickey to back up. So bottom, mid, all gone. Top lane about to crumble as well. This final glyph from Liquid buys a little bit of time, and they've not lost their tier 4s or Throne yet.
Yeah, but they're not committing to try and take the fight. AVULUS are going to back out, and that means they are the ones with triple buybacks used, feeling vulnerable right now. Whereas Liquid, they have the rapier, sure, that's a little bit risky, but I think they are happy to take fights right now. Mega creeps taken, though it's going to be difficult. Need to keep these lanes out.
How far is Saberlight from that Aghanim Scepter?
He's still 2k gold away. He doesn't have any of the components yet. He bought his travels and a refresher recently, so he does have the double doom. Tormentic is taken again here. AVULUS just playing nice and disciplined, playing on their own side of the map as they don't have any buybacks. Just trying to let the mega creeps show the position here of Team Liquid.
And this is a real test, right? You lose a Roche fight, you lose Aegis, you lose your base, and now it's kind of a frantic move from Liquid to find an opening. So it's kind of cool to see AVULUS just say, you don't have any openings. We're shutting all the windows, all the doors, not even a little mouse hole to creep through. We are back in our base and just holding.
Yeah, batten the hatches. Kunkka is approving this. Just get ready. Get ready. And Team Liquid, they tried to make a move out, but they didn't connect on anyone. So now, again, have to go back, deal with these mega creeps. They're getting pinned into the base. And as that happens, in a sort of rhythmical way, AVULUS are now taking over the map again. They allowed Liquid to get out on the map in their stab, but now the onslaught of mega creeps are coming. It takes a little while before you get mega creeps, or after you get mega creeps, before the impact of them. So just wait it out the moment. Any other timings coming up right now? We have a little bit of a pause. FPS.
Like, how important is it for AVULUS to kind of wait out buyback timings? Like, they have Aegis, but they're not in a rush to do anything, right?
I think as long as they take a fight on high ground, on favorable position, they can still be happy to take those fights because of the mega creeps as well. They should be having advantage in the fights due to that, but I don't think they want to go into the base at all with this Aegis. There's no way they're pushing with it. This is a keep your advantage Aegis at this point. Meanwhile, on the side of Liquid, they need something to turn this game around a bit. And we're seeing Mickey queue up what we saw Miracle play as well a lot. The Blink Dagger on the Luna, necessary to bring some surprise to these fights.
Yeah, because we haven't really seen the Luna fight the Broodmother at all. Like, Brood, either of them have just died.
We've seen her
the fight.
get killed by the Brood a little bit, but yeah, there hasn't been a very fair fight at any point, as the disables have kind of made it impossible for Luna to fight back. But yeah, at this stage, Luna just needs a clean entry to the fight. When you have the Rapier, you want to be able to pick your targets. I'm curious to see what he's going to do, though. Does he want to keep the Manta style? What's he going to swap for this Swift Blink? Hurricane Pike could go and keep the Manta if he wants to. Or just backpack stuff, but that's a little bit weird now. Backpacking stuff is not a good feeling.
No. I guess backpack the Manta and swap it in and out, but I want to see what he does. And Liquid very much hemmed in their base. Now they're the ones kind of bunkering down and hoping AVULUS make some kind of misplay.
Yeah. With big timings coming up as well. Level 25 for Storm Spirit is going to be huge. He's halfway there, level 24.5. And yeah, we'll see. He gets that overload attack bounce. Does a lot of damage.
Wait, did he pick up the salve?
No.
Did he do it?
No, he looked at it. He looked at it and he said, nah. He's beyond that now. And all of AVULUS are just farming and building advantage at this stage, as they should. This is not really their timing to go with 3 buybacks on cooldown. They're just playing their hand, basically. Liquid also don't really have much of a choice in this situation, sitting in base. Worth mentioning, they have this Aghanim Scepter on Earth Spirits. He could make some interesting plays with that, either saving people or kidnapping someone, sending them back out of position. Could be a good way to bring down the Broodmother without having to expend the Doom.
Yeah, true. Just kick her back into Fountain.
Yeah.
And Liquid do have a pretty nice ward out of the base as well in that top jungle. So if they're actually able to push out the lanes and maybe connect into it, that could be a spot they team fight around. so
Light's
far.
moving out there. He has buyback, so he feels a little bit confident. He's actually looking for targets.
Yeah, the trouble is that Radiant Ward behind Liquid sees this all happening, so I think
Yeah,
Atlas
they've
would
got a
be-
good read.
pretty good idea of what's going on.
Underlord level 25 still waiting to choose his talent here. Is it going to be the root duration or the Fiend's Gate dealing 100 DPS in 700 radius? I'm going to be honest, I didn't even know that that was a thing. DPS on the Fiend's Gate, huh?
Fiend's
Guess
Gate
it's
DPS.
annoying for blink daggers. 700 radius. Can really mess with your blink.
100 DPS.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a double radiance.
But I wonder, is that the Fiend's Gate doing the damage, or is that Underlord? Like, can you lifesteal off that?
I love it. I love that that's where your mind goes. That's a true Dota player. You're thinking immediately, can I Bloodstone this?
Can I Bloodstone the damage? Yes.
I actually have no clue about this one because I don't think I've ever been hit by the Fiend's Gate damage per second. And I also don't play Underlord, so I haven't used
Me
it.
neither. Oh, I didn't know it existed until you pointed it out.
Also, I think every single Underlord I ever see always takes the root duration because what's not to love? Keep people in place more.
Oh, Liquid making a move out of their base, but they're scanned up by AVULUS here.
They want the
Aki's
storm.
Lion. And Storm is Storm. Tucked in behind the trees, but Mickey... Oh, hang on. Where's he blinked to? He's off
He
the
is
right-hand
out
side.
of here.
And they are getting the freak out of there. Both TP.
Also, a smoke move coming out from Liquid. Time invested for this. Of course, it's the best they can do, right? It's like they're
It's
on
damage
their
on tier 4s.
yeah.
A little bit.
They're holding on to it.
Tiny little bit of damage. But yeah, that classic Dota player thing, that's one of those things I remember I guess I still am annoyed, the fact I'm thinking about it. Juggernaut's healing ward, you can't holy lock at it.
Yeah.
I was like so sure that should be how it works, and it just never did.
Yeah.
Saberlight, the Blink Hex, straight in with the damage, and down he goes. Fiend's Gate coming in just to make sure that Liquid don't have any answer, and Stormer, well, he's gone even deeper. Nisha's having to roll away here, but he's being surrounded quickly.
Cool down on the smash.
You see the approach. AVULUS actually a two-man stun there on Luna and Pugna even. A Saberlight is brought back to doom the Lion. Nisha trying to roll in, gets a two-man silence, kicks the boulder across, but the Lion a bit of distance, still going to fall as they now turn focus onto the Storm. Another one here, doomed up and killed. Stormer dead. They do have buybacks, but it looks like AVULUS just going to have to ditch the rest of them and leave Zibe to die.
Huge pickoffs here. Saberlight with a good chase. No fear after he bought back. Dying the first time there, he didn't mind just joining the fray immediately and see him landing good catches. 3 pickoffs at the cost of 1 buyback from Saberlight. This is a big window for them to get out on the map, start getting some damage, and maybe get that Luna all the way to the enemy base.
Is this a moment where there should have been buybacks from AVULUS? Like double Doom, the buyback from Doom used?
I don't think they can. It's a weird spot to fight. So due to the area the fight is happening, you can't really TP reinforce that. There's no TP point for them. The closest thing is to TP to the gate bottom. Oh, actually, Saberlight gets picked off in the game. Oh,
He's dead with that buyback.
he was pushing out top, but the Broodmother just chases him down. He didn't have BKB anymore. Gets brought down with the Bloodthorn and the Nullfire. So much damage coming out from the Broodmother.
There's a gem on the floor as well. All sorts of goodies to pick up.
Oh, that really stunts their advantage here. They had a moment where they could maybe go into high ground. Now, with Doom being dead and with him not having a buyback, Luna is not going to go to that high ground anymore. So that one death really cost them a lot. Also means they're not forcing any of these buybacks on the side of AVULUS. They all get to respawn freely. And they have a timing with it. 50 seconds difference here between the respawns.
Absolutely wild game. 50 minutes. And Liquid holding on.
Yeah. Roche being pinged out already. We see Smiling Knight straight into it. He would like to get his hands on that Aegis on Broodmother.
There's a freaking Scythe of Ice on the Chen.
Yeah,
So now he's stacked.
he's pretty farmed at this point.
God, look at that damn.
I like that he's also got 3.3k gold. So, so Neko sitting with a lot of cash at this stage. He's got the same gold as Underlord.
He bought a Hex and has.
Yeah, 3,500. Yeah. Like, how much gold were you
What?
hoarding, man?
Dear Lord.
He almost had 10k gold on those 10.
Well, now he's got 2 banners and a cheese, and yeah, Scythe of Ice finally delivered into that very full inventory of his.
Yeah. And now
Monstrous.
going straight down. 25 seconds on the Doom. We can see them rushing with urgency here.
Bit of time. Try and make this work. Nisha's up on the front lines, and he's the one to get hexed, fingered.
Oh, the grab.
Vortex in from Storm. Can he refresh and get them all again? He absolutely can! Nisha's board back, tries to roll back in to deal with Stormstormer. Tier 4s are crumbling, though, as AVULUS rethinking their options, backing up away from the Magnetize, as they do lose the Aegis. Smiley Knight Broodmother having to refresh BKB up, but the throne is now exposed. They can turn on it. Storm has died. Smiley Knight thinking about the throne, but he's fallen. Mickey gets the takedown.
They're all broken.
And now Zippy's in trouble. Liquid have brought back and held their base, defending against AVULUS' move.
They're still chasing.
Incredible scenes. And you're right, Nisha is still chasing onto Eki. The Lion gets a Hex out, saves Seneko for now, but with a dust there, stabilized Doom should be able to catch. Oh, the clever blink backwards. Oh, you cheeky devil.
Very sneaky play there. Eki doing the most he can to survive there, but what a great turn again by Liquid. That looked like it was going to be a clean-cut fight. They get the triple grab with the Storm Spirit, but on the power of the buybacks there, we see Team Liquid holding again. It started out well, but they bring down the Storm and the Broodmother so quickly in this fight.
That Smiley Knight just disappears.
We see Magnetize going on everyone as well, and this Rapier Luna, this time he wants to go. Last time he couldn't go high ground. He's waiting for his mid-creep wave to come in.
We're going to have some buybacks from AVULUS, though.
Yeah, they all have buybacks available, and Storm is respawning in 30, so he doesn't want a buyback. He wants to wait if he can.
Just jumps right up to high ground. Straight onto this tier 3, and Nisha rolling in looking for Seneko. Doesn't find his man, though, but these buildings will fall quickly. Liquid at least balancing the scales in the mid lane for now. Well, even looking at tier 4s, they're poking for buybacks.
Yeah, they're going Unlord up in 13 seconds. Broodmother should buy back.
Who's answering? Nobody's answering the door here. They're just holding these buybacks for as long as they can. And it looks like with the Glyph and Seneko and Storm are zipping in, they've defended their base long enough for the Brood to respawn now in 15 seconds. And Liquid, tail between legs. Wow. They're backing up.
Okay, AVULUS actually got the correct read. They hold without using buybacks. Now Underlord ulting in. The Aghanim's.
Hang on. Doesn't make any.
He stopped the TP of Luna.
He doesn't have TP anymore.
Yeah, she's running away though.
A little bit scary. A little bit scary for Liquid there.
Yeah, AVULUS also didn't jump through the gate immediately. They used it to cancel the TP, but then they said, you know what, it's fine, we'll just walk down. And again, they might just play with the power of outnumbering their opponents at this stage.
God, it's such a slog as well, right? Like, great from Liquid to buy back, fight back, defend their base, move across the map, get a lane of barracks, and then all the mega creeps come back again. You're like, okay, got to go through the steps again, follow the flow chart, kill off these waves, make sure that we save our base and defend, buy another Rapier on the Luna, why not?
Yeah, Liquid are so tenacious in this game, really holding on. Luna still has 5.5k gold, she has her buyback even if she bought the Rapier there. So now, if she dies, she can come back and be just as strong again. And again, it's AVULUS thinking, how can we close out this game? It feels like fighting close to the enemy base against this Aghanim's Earth Spirit, against the Luna with the buyback potential. It's not that easy for them. They also don't have an Aegis right now, so in 5 minutes time, there are new items spawning. Maybe they're thinking about that. Smoke coming in though. Storm looking for the jump.
They've got vision here. Seneko.
Good positioning from Liquid. They're hiding the heroes who don't have buyback.
Onto the Pugna. Try to finger a death him down, but Boxy survived. Now the turn with a Doom and damage onto Stormstormer, but double force staff gets him some distance as Nisha rolls in again, trying to find a target, but can't latch onto anybody just yet. Nisha, where's he off to? Rolling down to the southeast, trying to connect with Saberlight on the right-hand side, but now they're a bit spread out.
Storm has cheese, can get full HP again, can get ready. That was one refresh used on the Doom. Good poke by AVULUS. The Boots of Bearing kept him alive there, by the way. Chen just saving everyone by making them run away so quickly.
Yeah, very fast. So Luna and Pugna, the two with buyback. Doom's up in 30 seconds. Liquid have got some options here, but it's really a tightrope act.
Lincoln's
hold
triggers
on.
over and over. As Luna is looking for a loosened beam onto anyone.
Stormer. BKB's there for Saberlight.
Yeah. But now he doesn't have a PKB at all. Refresher's also on cooldown, and you know it feels like AVULUS is slowly grinding away, whittling away at the defenses here. The layers of Liquid.
Saberlight's needed a Helm of the Dominator to try and steal some creeps.
Lion has
Defend
the
the base
super
with-
range impale as well, by the way. He's level 25, so you can look for long range initiations too.
Yeah, the big Ravage. AVULUS again, not rushing anything. Knowing that Liquid are on the back foot and they are stuck in their base. They can gather up all the resources left to them on the rest of the map. And Eki, Shadowblade, Invis and hunting.
Yeah, it feels like they've made the call now. Feels like AVULUS finally said, you know what? Let's not just go high ground and die here. Let's not give them way back in. They're going to try and hold on to the map and build their lead. 2 minutes until that tier 5 item comes out, and tier 5 items can really be decisive.
Yeah. Saberlight was trying to like pull waves with his Helm creep, but Storm was far too smart for that. Saw the creep coming down with the Vision Seneko planted earlier on and killed it off. Like Liquid are trying literally everything. They're going to send out squadrons of couriers in a second to try and drag these waves around.
Making so much money as well by just getting the control and bounty runes here. Saw them pick 5 bounty runes, 135 gold each times 5. Just so much influx of extra gold.
And still Luna's at the top.
Yeah, she is enormous in this game. Mika playing really well.
And immediately, AVULUS get rid of
You can almost buy a second backup rapier. The rapier number 3.
Do you need that many?
Yeah,
Should we
sure.
start buying stuff for other people? I don't buy a moonshot.
Or for yourself, yeah, Moonshard up. He doesn't have Shard or Aghanims, by the way.
Oh.
But the Shard is, yeah, the Shard is super underwhelming with this facet. The other facet can make it decent, but no one plays that.
And I always like seeing super late game people with like mangoes on their courier and in their stash as well. Yeah, the hidden divine rapier.
Yeah, just making sure, having backpack mangoes in case he runs out of resources. We have now 40 seconds until the spawn here. Any stacks being made perhaps by AVULUS, see if they prepare anything. Now just farming the entire map.
And clearing everything out.
I want to see what Seneco's next item is going to be. He's not even stacking these ancients, he's just farming them.
What does he need?
I don't know,
Just
but he has
refresher?
6,700 gold on this Chen. I feel like he has what he needs. Maybe a refresher for 2 ultis, 2 hexes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the play.
Might just be. I mean, next Roshan's coming up pretty soon, so. look there we go. Dragging creeps into the fountain. Wait, no, that was a radiant creep dragging dire creeps into the fountain.
Yep. Yeah, he was just using a satyr on Seneco. You can tap some people as we see this smoke out not really connecting. They might find the Storm Spirit though in the area. That's just the illusion, but the real one is a bit down south. Actually, it's gonna be neutral item coming in here for Dire. They already dropped 2. Doom and Earth Spirit are currently selecting. Let's see what they go for.
Oh, Brood has the pirate hat. Arcanist's armor for Underlord.
Yeah,
Zippe just became unkillable.
he really did. Becomes so tanky. Also able to mitigate or to return a lot of damage in these fights. Magnetize, for instance, can really hurt the Earth Spirit if he has it on many heroes and you click this.
But Storm and Underlord both have Arcanist's armor now.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird to have 2 of it, but...
Just reflect all the rapier damage back on Luna and kill her?
Yeah, but it doesn't stack like that. I don't think you can... I mean, you can cycle them, but it's an
Back one
aura,
after
and
the
then you
other.
have the activist, like Crimson Guard, basically.
That is a large doom. Satan himself has come to doom the Lion. He's been to hell and back again, but he's going to have to make a return trip, it looks like, because
Standing on
Saberlight
him.
and Boxy are going to pummel him to the 7th level.
Oh, it's a gem as well. Let's see if they actually remember to take that.
Nope.
Doesn't seem like it. He hid it in the little corner. Meanwhile, Roche being taken. Refresher coming out from him. Another refresher, I assume, for the Storm Spirit. Pretty full inventories, though.
Everybody's got too many items.
Yeah, they're completely full. It's actually a refresher shard on the Broodmother, so she has 2 BKBs.
Wait.
Okay, we can see the full choices here. So they have Arcanist armor on the Earth Spirit as well. A little bit of nice protection. We still need more on the Dire. Luna still doesn't have hers. Running around with a Paladin sword at this point for the extra lifesteal.
There is a token there.
Is it Dire though?
No, that was Radiant, sorry.
Yeah, Dire are not slotted out. They only have 2. So maybe they can find a way to get out here on the top. We see Boxy looking for it. Going up to try and clear some of these jungles. But yeah, full tier 5 items on the side of Radiant. Feeling quite ready. Of course, Lion being dead makes it hard for him to go right now though.
No luck up there. And this is the situation we've seen. Oh, Stormer's having a go at Nisha. And he's actually rolled in here towards the side of the vice of Seneko, but it's AVULUS who are backing up and running away because Storm is pretty much out of gas right now. I think Liquid know that.
Team Liquid just making a move out, but again, they have to get pulled back to defend. And AVULUS know this.
But yeah, we've seen plenty of times players by Hand of Midas prepping for this tier 5 item situation. Well, Eki, with the help of Zibe, they got on top of Nisha, and this Earth Spirit, oh, it's a lot of damage return, but it didn't last long enough to do the job as Saberlight with his Aghanim's Doom tries to waddle in over the top of AVULUS.
Oh, he can keep Storm there.
They can try and
he cannot jump.
catch on Saberlight, on the Stormer to keep him locked in place. They need damage to follow through though, and Saberlight stepped out, BKB and run away. He's out of the danger zone. Eki the only real casualty here now as Storm's going to the back. Big AoE Vortex on the 2 supports. The backup is lacking for both teams though. The carries are struggling to stand their ground and fight. A lot of poking and prodding, backstabbing, and a couple of buybacks.
Trying to keep them here.
Insanely needing to defend the throne though, because AVULUS is charging forward with Eki yet again, lining up a go onto this Earth Spirit. Storm very low on resources though, has to zip away. And Smiling Knight a little afraid of re-entering. So much back and forth.
Liquid are so strong, but they have to go back and defend. These Mega Creeps always just making them have to split up. If they had Insania there, maybe they could have kept fighting and not lose to Pugna. But AVULUS just reaping the rewards of that pressure coming in on the base.
Look at the damage dealt. What, yeah. Like 2 heroes died? okay, 4 heroes died. Let's be fair. But that's 50,000 damage.
So much damage coming out from Luna in such a short burst as well. She hardly was attacking anyone there. She just like clicked the Lucent Beam a few times. So much damage. And now we see AVULUS actually making a move for the high ground.
But now we have 4v4 buybacks available.
We can have one used immediately. Pugna. Throne is exposed.
Jump into the throne. Try and get some clicks into it here. And Mickey and Boxy holding the line just behind the Ancient. As AVULUS again disciplined to step back. And this is one of those situations, like you were saying earlier, right? If AVULUS go in knowing the buyback situation, they don't have that ease of access to the team fight. They'd have to TP to, outpost or something.
Oh my god, we have Seer Stone on Lion now. He didn't have his neutral before. They had it, but he didn't convert it yet. Now he's coming back with the Seer Stone as well. That extra 350 cast range on Hex and Impale.
Oh.
It is really good for him. He can sit so far back now. He's playing without buyback, but this really helps him be useful, even without that.
Mick has found some false boots. Speedy little Luna to try and get her into position. Because it's been a story of this game where Mickey has struggled to stick on the target he wants to. And now Stormer being eyed up by Nisha and Saberlight with the AoE Doom. It looks like they've got him dead with buyback. As the rest of Liquid trying to step forward in towards Zibe, but Pits of Malice are down. He's a tanky Underlord, half HP with BKB going. They need the roll back in from Nisha to keep tabs on him, but I just don't offer enough damage. He's been turned into a statue now, it looks like, as Nisha's drifting away, trying to save his own life, and Stabilize dead. They do have buyback, and Mickey, look at the fight!
The Luna
up against the Broodmother, the Luna's winning to actually get the damage damage out and forces AVULUS back. But now
turning.
maybe Mickey's out of gas. Has he run out of potential here? The two-man Vortex back in from Storm. Kills off Mickey's Luna. The Rapier's on the floor. Buyback is forced. And that Pugner dead without it.
Storm got the
2 minutes
Rapier.
on boxing, and we're in a 5v4. Rapier's being traded hands, and the backup Rapier's there for Luna.
Yeah. Deploy, and immediately we can see the Luna just try and hold again. Doom standing inside the throne, ready to defend it at all costs. Team Liquid, this is the definition of never give up. They're fighting as hard as they can here. Just cooldown on the buyback on Storm now, but losing the buyback on both Doom and Luna, that's a huge blow to them. Question is, can AVULUS make something happen with it though?
This game is like the never-ending gobstopper from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's just a gift that keeps on giving.
The Pugna is dead for 90 with no buyback. They're definitely going to regroup and go again. We see the Storm going back to base and healing up right now. Getting in position. Going to have to go back into the game soon because the jump is coming.
They're prepping for it.
Yeah, he has level 2 travels on Storm, so he's joining his fight.
Smiling Knight and Zibe make the move forward, as does the Storm. Scythe of Ice on the Doom. And he gets a bit of distance though, and the Glyph is up now. Mickey already at half HP though from a couple of stuns and hits, while Nisha, defending his man, gets on the line for now with Saberlight. Trying to bring down Eki, but the throne is being pummeled by the rest of
call is made.
AVULUS. They've got the Vortex in the back, and the damage is done. The throne has fallen, and that's game one.
What a lot of players like to play in the darkness, but it's good to get used to playing in a bright room because once you're on stage, it's going to be bright everywhere. So even if you're at your comfort of your own home, kind of nice to play on the same scenario. Put a studio light, flash it right into your eyes. Get used to it.
The spotlight. Have a guy in the corner screaming at you.
Yeah, exactly. Have someone randomly calling out to the enemy team when you're doing Roche.
I don't know what ROTK is doing nowadays, but that was always one of his big moves, right? It was at LAN, just make noises and scream at the opponents to distract them.
Oh yeah, ROTK had the decibel value for sure at LAN events. There are a lot of those Chinese players who are quite vocal at LANs.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's all part of the game. So Stormer fishing for information, doesn't find anything because the puck was there, ready and waiting to scout him out. And Liquid's early smoke did get them this ward that they've used quite often in the enemy triangle. So Radiant Vision over near the Ancients for now.
Good bit of deep vision. They do get to see the Tide Hunter down there, so maybe they want to power play top now, knowing that Tide can't be there. Insania just gonna go and grab the Watcher, actually.
Yeah, not seeing too many of these kind of delayed smoke moves this DreamLeague so far. Definitely one of those moves we saw Palanita do quite a lot. But Boxy actually might be in a bit of trouble up top, already being pummeled down by Smiling Knight with that concoction.
Oh boy.
First blood going away.
Stepping a little bit there. Murta, really squishy hero, and going up against this Phoenix always brings so much damage. Got a little bit too close. And Alchemist off to a great start now. Already had the seed money, now has even more money. 1,480 net worth at min 0. God damn, he's rich.
Jeez, yeah, he's already got Blades of Attack coming.
Yeah, rush face boots is going to be the play here. Get some survivability against the damage from the boar as well. He wants some extra armor.
And Phoenix has been quite a strong laner recently with Fire Spirits and Blood Grenades and stuff, but Boxy with this just raw right-click power and attack animation is just clinking Seneca into the ground, basically.
He's doing good work, dealing whatever damage he can, but I think Phoenix is gonna probably get the better end of the trades as the lane progresses here. Nisha on some shenanigans here on mid lane, trying to pull the creep wave, but this is awkward. A new creep wave is coming in mid. He has to go and defend that. So he drops the current one, lets it rejoin. Using the trolls to heal a little bit.
To regen, yeah. I was wondering what he was doing. That's clever.
It's just Puck has really changed a lot ever since the Puckish innate. Nowadays you do a lot of weird stuff that looks strange.
So there's weird stuff going on mid. I see there's weird stuff going on bottom as well, with like a double wave being dragged by Zibe. So Shadowfiend's going to have to gather things up under his own tower, but this now means that Tide isn't playing the lane and isn't being hit over and over again.
Yeah, Tide does not want to lane in an honest way against the Shadowfiend. It just doesn't work, so it makes sense that they're trying to set the lane in a better position, but SF immediately on him again.
an easy spot, no matter what. Earthshaker, 6 and 5. Puck doing pretty well to get 8 last hits in there. Nisha not suffering tremendously, but this lane doesn't get any easier.
Yeah, it really doesn't. And he's also struggling a little bit on the ST right now as the Ogre hit that learning curve level 2.
Also, Seneko diving forward, knowing his salve was being cancelled. Trying to step up on Boxy here, but with the calling down, this is Muerta offering a nice barrier for Saberlight to farm.
Yeah, Saberlight's trying to fight up. Went for the less popular build, by the way. The Beast Mode facet is not played as frequently anymore. Still a strong facet. It's like you have 2 good options, basically, if you play Beastmaster. It's definitely not a mistake to go for this one. Muerta's Courier not being microed. Just gonna lose that one to Seneko.
Yeah, quite a lot of regen on it. Boxy thinking about this Lotus Pool. Nice dead shot to gather it up.
Great hero for contesting that.
And then a bit of pressure onto Smiling Knight. He's had a very good start, and you've got to put a stop to it eventually. Seneko taking quite a bit of damage here from Boxy on the left side, as Smiling Knight is chased down on the right-hand side. Are they going to lose both of them here? Boxy and Seneko die. And Smiling Knight now in a lane which he can't really step into anymore.
Yeah, taking too much damage from the board whenever he gets close. Difficult top lane here for AVULUS. Sort of to be expected. The Muerta and Beastmaster are quite dominant. Earthshaker dropping really low mid. Has to be careful here. Nisha going in for something.
Oh my goodness. Has he got this with another orb over the top? Oh, but Eki's here. Good jaunt to get away from the disruption. That could have been dangerous.
Oh yeah. If you got the disruption there, that would be death. In comes Insania with an Ignite as well. Level 2 Ignite. Not enough to kill the Earthshaker, but it's going to force him away. And of course,
minute 4.
Yeah, the water runes both going the way here, possibly.
Oh, then up on top. Seneko. Oh, very nearly dead there to Saberlight and Boxy. Doesn't have to dip back under his tower, but again, this lane has been claimed by Liquid.
Yeah, lane is heavily dominated by them. Bottom lane, we see Zibbe trying to catch up to a creep wave here as he was trying to cut it, but Mikke dishing out a lot of damage to him as he tries to play behind tower.
Yeah, walks into the razors, pulls it across into the small camp. Level 3, level 4 tide. Nice. It feels like Zibbe's like doing well for himself given the circumstances.
Yeah, the circumstances are not nice. The Shadow Fiend is really on him, prioritizing on bullying him as well, not going for the creep wave.
What happened? Why is Eki saying cooldown to an Insania and Eki having a bit of a battle over in the Ancients?
I'm not sure, actually.
Oh, Seneko silenced, has to dive back into the calling. Down he goes. Saberlight with that Hawk.
And he's hitting a nice timing here, it seems like, on Beastmaster as well. Having a good time, getting 26 and 8 for last hit so far. Bottom, Zibbe getting body blocked hard here by Insania, allowing Mikke to get the kill. And Boxy can go for it to deny. Kill himself on the neutrals here.
And then immediately pinging Saberlight to say, get back. Looks like Boxy's making the call that the wraparound is there from Eki. So Saberlight is going to be safe and even drags a bit of a wave with the boar to himself too.
Yeah. And I have to say, Nisha, I've seen him do this before, by the way, playing Puck into hard matchups. Specifically even against Stormstormer. This goes back like years ago. I've seen them play, and I've seen Nisha do really well. He even won as Ember against or as Puck against Storm's Ember in the past. So again, he's doing well on Puck. He just knows how to play these difficult matchups really well.
Just towing that line of like knowing what exactly you can get away with. And then add a bit of help from Boxy, gathers up the rune. Liquid can think about playing down into bottom lane where Mikke, he's got to feel pretty damn strong down here. 37 and 10 last hits. Level 6 with Requiem ready. Zibbe at half HP.
Requiem also gives you so much damage when you hit it because you level up the Necromastery when you get it, so his right clicks are now tremendous. We have the 7-minute Wisdom Rune spawn coming in soon. Boxy is trying to go for a snipe on it. Eki walking away. He's trying to stack for his Alchemist. But that's going to cost him his Wisdom Rune. He doesn't know.
Saberlight's already on the left side to gather the other one as well. And there it is, double wisdom runes. Minute 7 for Team Liquid, another massive bonus for them.
Oh, that is painful, actually. Not getting a wisdom rune is gonna leave the SD on level 3 at minute 7. He has not been playing the lane much bottom either, so he's definitely gonna fall behind here. His level 6 timing is gonna be way off.
Requiem down bottom. Zibe, he's been found here by Boxy and Mickey. Mickey just gonna disrupt up Insania to hold him back.
Save light. The target top, rushing on him.
Let's see if they can finish him off here with a concoction to stun him. They've got that control, they just need the damage to keep flowing, but with Boxy's arrival, the Beastmaster steps away.
Yeah, steps away and he's going to be fine. They give him some more tangles. Has the helm for the region as well, so push him away, but they do not bring him down.
So the Smiling Knight's courier was at the secret shop. I guess he was waiting to buy the
early
components.
talismans. Yeah,
Early talisman,
people
yeah.
normally buy talisman first now on the Radiance builds. It's a sort of evolution that has happened for the Radiance buyers. People started prioritizing that evasion, realizing it's pretty damn good to be alive. Better than being dead.
It's pretty wild, like you're saying, that this puck is 0-0-0 and is higher net worth than the Earthshaker at this point. Even looking for a kill on the Shadow Demon, blood grenades thrown out, Insania and Nisha find the snipe on him. While Stormstorm was having like a really hard time in a matchup which, on paper, should be straightforward, right?
Yeah, it comes down to the moves as well. They did bring in the help coming in to make sure that they won mid. They had the Ogre Magi come in once he hit level 2 on the Ignite, came through that, forcing the Earthshaker back.
And we're stealing stacks now as well. Liquid up to some naughty stuff here, fearing up the Shadow Demon. Earthshaker can't really find an entry point. It looks like Zippe is going to try and gather up what's left. The dregs at the bottom of the barrel.
SF still stealing the big camp as well before heading out. Very happy with the position they're in. He has a Mask of Madness coming in. That's what I like to see. Definitely the way to play this hero right now.
Now no more stacks on that dire side of the map. And it's only a slight lead for Team Liquid, but it's felt like the flow of the game is just being dictated by them.
Yeah, they're the ones setting the pace a little bit more, and a lot of it comes to that bottom lane. They took the bottom tier 1 tower, they open the map, invade the enemy ancients, all coming back to that laning play. Now top.
It's just Boxy non-stop. Wherever Boxy is, there's action to follow. It might be him dying this time, but
Still action.
It's still action. He's still forced reactions out of AVULUS as well.
Yeah, force some people up here. Stormstorm is going to be happy getting this kill though, working towards his blink, still far away. Meanwhile, Nisha is doing really, really well for himself and gets an AD rune as well with DD rune. I'm never calling it AD rune again. I feel bad saying it, dude. It's a DD
The ability
rune.
draft rune.
You know what? If you hover the bottle, it says it's a double damage rune. So
Yeah,
it is a double damage rune.
it is.
The game knows it.
Everyone knows it. Well, Nisha, calling up the Phoenix, disrupted by Eki, and they've seen Smiling Knight now as a bigger target that they can maybe go for. Gets off his Chemical Rage, and he's trying to run off to the right, but Saberlight cuts him off at the pass, gets the Roar down. Eki's taken out by Saberlight with it, and Smiling Knight follows him into the grave. The rest of AVULUS here can't really stick around. There's no level 6 on Phoenix. Zibe wasn't there in time for a Ravage. And Seneko, there's no way he dies here, is there?
Chasing here for more. Nisha trying to extend the lead even more, but that was really nice rotation from Saberlight as well, how he moved in there. Managed to get the ulti onto the Alchemist before he gets away. And now they're getting the reward for it as well, pushing for more towers. Here you can already see the Beastmaster just running in, beelining towards him, ignoring the rest. He actually gets the SD with a pushback.
Yeah, the raw pushback in his Centaur hitting him as well.
Yeah.
And that now means that entire top part of the map swarmed by Liquid, pushed all the way across the tier 2. And the map starts to close in a little bit on this Alchemist, who still needs some time to farm. Very fast pace from Liquid. I mean, Nisha is non-stop hunting and diving in behind tier 1s, looking for some of these squishy supports.
Yeah, it's fast-paced, very, very fast-paced Dota coming in, and at the same time, we still don't have that level 6 on the support on the side of AVULUS. They don't have Phoenix ulti, they don't have SD ulti. It's actually level 4 still, so they can't put up a fight here reasonably. And of course, the Blink Dagger timing important for the Shaker to try and fend. Alchemist off his timing too. Radiance. It's basically just free game right now. Liquid are at a buffet. It's an all-you-can-eat.
And AVULUS just a waiting game. Insane. He's even going to come here and get some nice D wards, retake control of that top left third of the map. Where's Mickey right now? He's just chilling, right?
He's just clearing out the Ancients repeatedly, using the fact that he can kill them so fast. He got himself a Dragonlance already from that, and building towards that SNY to have some protection against the chain stunning coming in.
And Stormstormer a couple of hundred away from Blink. Potentially a big turning point here for AVULUS.
That Blink Dagger is what he's respecting on SF as well. He's saying, you know, he has a really big lead, but he doesn't want to play aggressive right now in case the Shaker jumps him. So he's just playing safe area, farming Ancients repeatedly.
I mean, that team fight from AVULUS is scary. Let's not beat around the bush. This Ravage, Supernova, Echo Slam, the jump initiation onto a target and then the follow through when a proper fight breaks out. If Liquid aren't on the ball with, you know, the supports in the backlines, I guess Nisha's job is just find the Phoenix for the most part.
I think the important thing, though, is the off-lane difference right now. The Zibbe is falling behind a bit in items. He's building towards the pipe, but meanwhile, this Beastmaster already taking Roche here, just playing with this high timing from his Dominator. He actually loses his troll there. Oops, a little bit of a mistake.
Yeah, Nisha just continues hunting support. Eki shows anywhere on the map and dies. That's even under dire vision.
Solo Roche without Aghanim Scepter. The Beastmaster is quite powerful as a hero right now.
Yeah, the Aegis belongs to him.
He's going to be happy with that. Very low investment Aegis as well. Only having one hero going and doing it. So Neiko flies away from SF, but look at the damage.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
yeah,
no.
the Supernova. That's a waste of a Supernova. Or is it? Stormstormer's come in, killed off Mickey. Now onto Insania. They'll turn onto the Ogre. So Neiko baited them in.
Dude, that was next level greed. That was some call coming in from Ogre Magi on Insania on the side, like, I can help you at the egg. And then they didn't really think about, you know, whether they should. They just thought, oh yeah, we can. And the punishment is right there. I thought, like you, that would just be a wasted egg, but diving under tower for a support kill at this stage, huge swing back to AVULUS right now.
Yeah, and what a debut for the Blink on the Earthshaker, right? Away back in for Stormstormer. A nice little showing of the team fight there.
That was on
Big
a silver
kill on
platter, though. That was too free.
Oh, it absolutely was.
This all gives space as well. Smiling Knight, happy with it. SF going for the ulti.
Yeah, trying to finish off Zibbe here with the right clicks afterwards. Oh, the Verdurous Dale and the Kraken Shell. Zibbe, has he gone up to the gates? No, he hasn't. He's duked down south. Mickey spotted him, knows where he is. Misses the raises though, but he's got the punches to take him down in the end.
In the end, he goes down. He tried to stand his ground, but a little bit difficult against the Shadow Fiend. Oh, we have a roar onto the Shaker. He should just be dead here.
Just solo killed. The Beastmaster's found him. Easy as you like. Not even a chance for Eki to save him.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Shopify Rebellion. You can move him to Liquid, but it's still gonna be bing bonging. And right now, Liquid just getting a lot. Even though they lost the SF mid just moments ago, they're still playing on the sides, getting kills. Meanwhile, bottom getting this tier 2 tower to drop really low.
I mean, AVULUS is just running around, putting out fires non-stop.
Yeah.
I've been handed some opportunities, but...
And again, I have to go back to this. I don't feel the Tidehunter yet. I haven't seen anything from him really where the Beastmaster is dominating the game. He has literally the Helm of the Overlord now.
Yeah, then Earthshaker just getting coiled, snapped. Supernova's behind him as a bit of protection, but they turn quickly on it with the right clicks. The egg, oh, it lands, and now the Ravage comes in. Smiling Knight straight towards the Shadow Fiend. Finish off Mickey. Down he goes. Now Saberlet in trouble as well. With a Sun Ray, they clear him out as Nisha. He's been purged up demonically by the Shadow Demon. trying to orb to the left-hand side, and maybe a turn and fight to kill Seneko with Saberlight's revival. Him and Boxy outputting a lot of damage and a fair amount of control. But AVULUS, they've got enough in the tank here with Smiling Knight and Zibe to stay alive until Nisha's round 4 of fighting just comes back in with another flurry of spells.
They really wish that Shaker was alive for all this. He has his ulti ready, just seeing these tower dives, but no way for him to join the fight. Didn't have the buyback.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, they need every element of their team fight.
At least they did get the SF, I guess, on AVULUS. They got something. Again, the egg baiting him in here as the Ravage followed up on the egg. They get a nice takedown on the Shadow Fiend, but the fight was still dominated heavily by Liquid, and we can see the advantage building. Looking for more.
The Granite Golem and the Puck just like hitting a Shadow Demon. The supports and AVULUS struggling to do much as the Requiem up top kills off Seneko with damage on the Alchemist to follow through from Insania and Mickey. They'll take him out as well. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Nisha and Saberlight having a fun old time running into the Tidehunter.
Yeah, Tide trying to get away from this. A lot of damage over time, but he's trying to hold on to his tier 2 tower. Doesn't want to see all these towers go. Eki on the run.
Oh,
Eki. Beautiful, beautiful. Babaxi finds the angle for a dead shot. Pulls him back.
Now the little pieces all fall apart for AVULUS. A 10k lead for Team Liquid.
It's all happening so rapidly as well now. This ancient Granite Golem adding a lot of momentum to the game.
It's like first it starts off as like, oh, it's a 3k lead, it's not that bad. Oh, it's a 6k lead. They can win a team fight and come back. A 10k lead, minute 19, losing your Tide in the mid lane just like that. Nisha and Mickey just threw a coil and raw right-click power.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Tide in the current patch. The hero feels like if he doesn't have a good lane, then he becomes absolutely useless. In this game, I don't know if we will see him finish a single item. He's still sitting at the same net worth that he was like 8 minutes ago. Literally 500 gold higher, I guess. Meanwhile, the Beastmaster's like doubled or tripled his net worth since then.
Yeah, and similar story for the Earthshaker as well. And Nisha managed to make a lane out of some untenable situation where, like, we're not wrong, right? Castle's never wrong. Earthshaker is still
no, it's still
favored in that matchup,
they snap picked it as well. It is a very favored matchup, but there was, you know, both Nisha playing really well and the fact that Liquid recognized this. They moved in the Ogre, they made moves around mid, they even came in with Murta. So it wasn't just a 1v1 matchup. They controlled the runes. The second water rune was double controlled for them as they killed the Shaker. So if they just left it to its own devices, then Shaker would have dominated mid eventually. But they understand the matchup.
Yeah, very well done all round. And now,
Dire are scanning.
a scan from the Dire knows that someone's lurking off to the right-hand side. They saw Liquid kind of move down there with their vision, but they're still going to walk into this with Eki, Glimmer Caped, a bit of time bought for the Shadow Demon here, and Smiling Knight actually making a play for the Beastmaster, but Saberlight has killed off Eki. Immediate buyback from the Shadow Demon. As Smiling Knight goes to work on Nisha, they get the kill on the mid laner. Now Liquid, they've got a choice to make here. Do we back up and just run away? Can we stand and fight back into this? Because Mickey, he's holding the staircase and Boxy stepped forward.
A lot of ultis were used. They still have Ravage on the side of AVULUS, but I think it's dangerous for them to fight with no Shake ulti, no Phoenix ulti. This SF is just way too powerful, I think. He has Hurricane, SNY, even has the Grove Bow as well. So Mickey is basically the most dominant force on the map right now.
Yeah, just come back in with a catapult wave. Force the glyph. AVULUS spending a lot of time sticking around. They're still losing their tier 2.
Yeah, they take that and they're actually going to get the Wisdom Rune as well as the Tormentor as well here on the side of Liquid. Eki tried with a 1 stack of poison on the Tormentor. Not easy to get the timing on that one. There's actually a fermented double Wisdom on the other side as well as Liquid played so aggressively.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah, so he just got 3 Wisdom Runes in a row there. It's a huge injection. Looking at the levels, you can see the difference as well. Level 9 on the SD. Lowest level in Liquid is level 13.
It's pretty huge. And then they get a tower deny, get all the bounty runes on their side of the map. Liquid really feeling themselves here in game 2.
Yeah,
We've gone
also-
from, what, a 65-minute game into what looks like it might end in the next 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, they're ramping up so fast. They even have the pipe now on the Beastmaster, and he's going for AC next. So he's hitting all the timings that he wants. The damage mitigation of this is going to make it hard for the Phoenix and Shaker to dominate the fight the way they want to.
And 40 seconds for Roche to spawn. We'll see if Liquid go and make their move.
Been a pretty quiet game from Smiling Knight as well. Even though he's had pretty good farm this game, it's just too much momentum coming out from Liquid for him to really do anything. And that feels odd. Normally Alchemist is ahead in net worth, but he's actually finding himself behind the SF by 1,000 gold here.
Yes, like usually Alchemist with BKB and Chemical Rage feels pretty invincible in a fight. But the fact that Mickey is doing 250 damage a hit and you have Beastmaster, if he walks into those two, he just disappears.
Yeah. He also didn't go for Blink Dagger second item. Quite often we see the Radiance into Blink and just start making moves, but he went for a more passive route going for the BKB first, feeling like he needed it for safety, which may be a correct read, but it does mean that AVULUS just didn't really have a chance to dictate the pace of the game as much.
Zibe. All he wants is enough money for a Blink Dagger.
Shaker's around looking for an angle.
Stun onto the Ogre. Smiling Knight's in on him, but Insane is pretty damn tanky. And now we've got the Requiem coil combo, fearing and snapping on the Alchemist. Smiling Knight gone for 50 seconds, and Storm on the run to the right-hand side as Zibe's found by Mickey.
Yeah, that was a little bit weird, actually. He had his BKB ready on Alchemist, but he didn't click it for the SF ulti coming in. So, just dies. Now, push is coming in mid. The SF bringing that minus armor. Negative armor buildings disappearing immediately here.
That all gone. Yeah, I mean, I struggle to find a way for AVULUS here outside of some cataclysmic, Liquid
Divine intervention.
A massive Echo Slam in the middle of the Dire Fountain.
Yeah, you basically need something absolutely massive. They do have the Aghanim Scepter on Shaker, so yes, Ags and Blink could maybe help him find the right positioning. They're gonna go for an immediate smoke now, recognizing that if they drop this Aegis as well in the hands of Liquid, that might just be game. See if Liquid have the correct read about this as well. They're heading to Roche Pit. This could be a big moment for AVULUS.
Yeah, maybe not the Dire Fountain, but potential here for a clumped up Liquid.
Stormer iffy. He gets smoke revealed here by the Ogre, possibly.
Pretty close to it. Or the dive in from Sineko to start things off. Calling dropped, and Smiling Knight blinks in aggressively. Does connect the stun on 2 supports. Decent beginning here from AVULUS, but yeah, the follow through not fast enough. And now we turn with a roar. Echo Slam catches the backlines. The Shadow Fiend and Beastmaster ravaged up, but Mickey got the BKB off, so he can stand and pummel them down. And Beastmaster, he's actually stayed alive through it all. Saberlight finally killed, but a devastating loss for AVULUS. 3 heroes already down. Nisha is going to hit the ground, but they'll find potentially a wipe here as Mickey grabs the triple kill. Ultra for him. And Team Liquid wipe the floor with AVULUS in that massive attempt.
Oh, it looked like such a good jump there from Shaker as well, landing onto 2 heroes, catching Mickey, trying to chain stun him, but the power of the Sanshin Yasha as well made him have that status resistance. He quickly got out of the chain stun, didn't get hit by the Ravage, and due to that turns the entire fight around. You can see if he didn't have SOY there, he would have gone down and the fight would look completely different.
Oh, for sure.
So it was very, very close margins there for how that fight played out, but losing 5 heroes, that means SF is now sitting at a minus 17 armor aura. Takes the bottom towers and racks like nothing.
Say goodbye to your buildings. Foundations rock to the core.
And they're gonna position themselves to go for the Roche play as well. And SF actually building a full Satanic now. Man, he's gonna be difficult to bring down. Satanic is complete. He's gonna disassemble when he gets the item delivered.
And Roshan's still up, huh?
Yeah.
In
Roche is somehow the one who survived in that bottom fight. He got rescued by AVULUS attempt there, but he's sadly not gonna live too much longer, I think.
Ancient granite golem who's bloodlusted. Unholy rage.
Bigger than Roche. What the hell, man?
He's massive.
Put him in the pit. He's the new boss of this gym.
Kadoosh, kadoosh, kadoosh.
God damn. They do look very intimidating with their kind of stupid face. Granite Golem. He already killed someone too. He's got a few kills to his name, I think. He killed SD once at least that I saw.
I wonder what his eyes taste like, though.
What his eyes taste like?
Dire are scanning.
Dareth?
But look at the granite golem and tell me he doesn't look like one of those pastries with an apricot or a peach in the middle. he look a Stormstorm has been found. Oh, no, it's a disaster for AVULUS. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's got buyback, but I'm trying to scout out what's happening here with Mickey just stepping up to high ground. Granite Golem to follow him. A buyback from Earthshaker now. I'll try and go onto Mickey, but again, he's got Aegis, Satanic, BKB. Very difficult task here for AVULUS. They have at least killed off the banner, but Smiling Knight with Zibbe moving forward. They're trying to bring down the Muerta, but even struggling to kill off Boxy. Nietzsche now could jump in with a two-man coil. Requiem combo. It snaps the damage. Looks like it's done already. The Disruption Banishment to buy time for Stormstormer to Echo Slam, but they've killed the egg. Stormstormer's dead. 2 gone with no buyback, and AVULUS look down and out here in game 2. Liquid just running roughshod over their opponents. GG called.
Coming back strong after the game number 1 where they slowly got whittled down by AVULUS, but game